Hi everyone, I'm Gary Knoll. Nice to have you with us today. We're going to start by giving you some insight from GreenMed Info from a study that was done at the Gerontological Research Center in Italy, and it's about the surprising power of one single item, wheatgrass. And why is that important? Because wheatgrass, according to this study published in the journal Biogerontology, provided compelling evidence for wheatgrass's ability to reverse lens opacity associated with cataracts. Yes. It's also known historically for helping with all kinds of health conditions and increasing longevity. The researchers found a significant decrease in lens cloudiness over a relatively short period of time that challenges the notion that cataract progression is an inevitable, irreversible process of aging. It is not. So according to this, the study's authors propose several mechanisms by which wheatgrass might exert its beneficial effects, including the presence of small regulatory acid peptides, high levels of energetic phosphoruric radicals, and antioxidant molecules. In short, it's great. Now, why is this important? Because not only does it help with the eyes, but it also helps with cardiovascular health. A study found that wheatgrass juice, just 2 ounces, a little tiny cup. You can get it in any health food store, or you can, like I have, I just bought the little machine. You can use a hand crank one, or you just get a little machine. It's about this big, and you get fresh wheatgrass. You can grow it yourself. It is gluten-free, even though it's grown from wheat. The grass is non-gluten, but it's rich in chlorophyll, and that's what they didn't get. I began to study wheatgrass in animals in 1971. That's over half a century ago. Yeah, I was just a young, naive scientist at the Institute of Applied Biology, but I was in the anti-aging division. And I decided, rather than give tap water, and that's all they give, they put the poor little mouse or rat into a tiny little box. It's not even a foot long or a foot wide. It's small. They can't really do anything. And then they do all this vivisection work. I never did. Instead, I let them just run free, the 3,000 square foot. And instead of tap water, which I knew had all types of chlorine and fluorides in it, I pressed wheatgrass every day. Had a little machine, got a whole tray. In fact, I would use 2 or 3 trays. 1 tray of wheatgrass, which you can buy, or a bag already cut that'll last at least a week if you refrigerate it. And then you get a little 2-ounce cup, and you put the cup underneath there, you turn it on, the wheatgrass goes through, and the juice comes out. And that chlorophyll is the greatest thing for cleansing the blood of impurities. It gives oxygen and nutrient value to the red blood cells. It helps heal your arteries. It's great for people with all forms of toxicity and cancers in particular. But it had been known for a long time within the vegan health community and the natural hygiene community. It just didn't make it out into the popular market. Still hasn't. But it has been known to help with heart. In fact, what they found in this one study is a dose of 3.5 grams. That's like a teaspoon per day for 10 weeks resulted in significant reductions in a B fraction of protein, total cholesterol, triglycerides. All of those came down without reducing the beneficial HDL cholesterol. Now, for cancer prevention and treatment, multiple studies have demonstrated wheatgrass's anti-proliferative and apoptotic effects on various cancer cell lines, including breast cancer, cervical, colon, lung cancers. It is also neuroprotective, meaning that wheatgrass, 1 shot a day, unless you're sick. If you have cancer or other conditions, you may go 3 shots a day. Or you may do what I do and build gradually over months, build up to where you can have more and more. And I remember one day, after I finished a long run in the park, I went in the health food store, and I got 8 ounces of pure wheatgrass, and I drank it down. So there was a young guy there, about 30 years old, and he says, "Give me one of those," to the guy, Ahmad, behind the counter. And I said, "I wouldn't suggest that." He said, "Why not? You're doing it." I said, "Yeah, but I built up to it, and you have to go gradually." No, I'm okay. I'm good with it. So he took he got about one full mouthful, and then out it came. Start small, all right, and then build up. 2 ounces twice a day, then 2 ounces 3 times a day, and then go up to 3 ounces. Just keep gradually going up and watch how your health improves. But in this particular case, it helped with the Alzheimer's disease and age-related cognitive decline. It also is good for diabetes management. It's flavonoid rich and is shown that it can attenuate diabetes by modulating antioxidant genes. And it's also good for your liver and kidneys, especially now that we have an epidemic of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, meaning it's not alcohol that traditionally causes cirrhosis of the liver and scarring of the liver, liver cancer. It is sugar, mainly fructose, that causes liver fat, and then that leads to liver dysfunction, and then that leads to liver cancer and death. So your wheatgrass juice indicates that it can protect against alcoholic-induced liver damage and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, both. And it's just one of the best things in the world you can take. And because of the chlorophyll, that's it. Chlorophyll to harness the light energy of the plant when it's going through photosynthesis. Just read the article in the Journal of Cell Science, and it shows that mammals and humans can use chlorophyll metabolites to enhance mitochondrial energy, meaning you have energy. In fact, in the New York City Marathon for 40 years, we had our own natural living water stands, but we didn't have water. We had wheatgrass juice that we made that morning or the night before, put in some coconut water and some other nutrients. And so at every stand, people could grab, instead of one of the colas that they did at the regular stands or caffeine, we got this, and every single person, we're talking about 32,000 people over those decades who trained with us, did the New York City Marathon. And chlorophyll metabolites increase what is called ATP, adenosine triphosphate production. That gives you energy. It increases mitochondria. So if you have cancer, if you have chronic fatigue syndrome, if you have any of the conditions that cause a lack of energy, you want to get energy, then take your wheatgrass. In fact, it was shown to boost overall ATP production by 35% and overall energy input 16-fold. That's 1,600% increase. Wow. So this is like a little classroom on the air today. And so just want to share that with you. So we're going to take a break because we have a lot more to share. And remember, I do 2 types of programs for everyone. They're non-political, they're non-controversial. All the information comes from the National Library of Medicine. It's good science, but it's science that supports natural and non-toxic modalities of preventing conditions, enhancing well-being, and functional input, meaning it functions a good way to help you stay healthier and younger longer. They're called Classrooms on the Air. That's one group. And also the Health Nutrition, this group. And they're both on GaryNull.com on YouTube, and also on GaryNull.com, and also on Odyssey and Rumble. We're going to take a break. Come right back. Please stay with us.